thought it was. All right, you're welcome. Are you still on to your dialing station, Delta Rainbow Television, Warri beaming signals of unity, and welcome to Political Arena this lovely Friday. And of course, on the program today, we have a special guest with us in the studio to talk about his ambition. He's someone that is well-known Deltan, and of course is going for the #1 seat of the state, that is the governorship seat. One-on-one live here with Olorogun Kenneth Gbagi, is a Delta State governorship candidate of Social Democratic Party. Good morning and welcome.
Very good morning to you, madam.
Welcome to the program.
My pleasure.
Now, let's begin with who is Olorogun Kenneth Gbagi?
Simply put, I am Kenneth Gbagi, as you have known it. The Olorogo is an appendage, as you know. When you deserve things and people come and say, take it, you have no choice. I was born to the dual parents of Robinson and Florence Gbagi. Florence Gbagi is from Jesse in Irodo, and Robinson Gbagi is from Oginibo. Ughelli South.
Okay.
So that's my parentage and how this young boy became a human being by the two of them.
So who are you? Are you an industrialist, entrepreneur, a businessman?
All my life, I only believe that business is the only way to become anything in a society. Contribute your quota and leave society to run with it. That's why if you see this area of Delta State, more than 3,000 people call my name every day because they must go to Robinson Plaza Mall, or they must go to PTI Plaza Mall, and worse still, they must go to my cinema theater. My cinema theater opens again tomorrow, and I have 2,000-3,000 children coming to watch movie, and then that's my own way of contributing to society. Those children that have moved out of the streets, that are all today trading and getting their livelihood from Deco Road, makes them know my name, makes them want to talk to me. Now, one thing that is constant is that unless we deliberately remove our youths from the street and gainfully engage them, we are heading for a crash.
And so in all of this, a businessman, that's your life and that's what you like doing. So what motivated you to run for the governorship seat of Delta State?
Ordinarily, it wouldn't have been my intention to run. If you take, for instance, in all of this political sphere, I had supported a lot of people to be governor of Delta State. It will interest you that I even went as far as to London to bring Great Ogboru back to become a governor if he so chooses. But none of them have been able to do it the way I thought it should be done. Now, do not forget, you have to have an entrepreneurial mind. It's something you do not acquire. It's inborn. You must have it. If you don't have it, you don't have it. What I've seen most especially is that the people that had ruled here have a civil servant mentality, and it doesn't work anywhere in the world anymore. People are moving from this usual situation of people who work as local government chairman, becoming civil servant, becoming secretary. Their ability is capped. They can't go further. They can't turn the economy. In 34 years ago, what I did when I was small, I saw a lot of people hanging around wanting to have shops. It was a big situation in Delta at the time. And I said if I grew up, I was going to build a lot of shops for people. That's what gave birth to Deco Road. And when I built Deco Road, for instance, I was giving it out for 2,000 because the mindset was not to make money, but to help the people.
Okay.
And when I saw the success ratio, I did PTI. Ogborumo is starting now. There are 34 of them that we are starting across the state and beyond. So the question is, I did not see anybody doing it as I would do it because they do not have that mindset. Okay. If you take Delta, for instance, Delta is the richest state in Africa. Delta is richer than 42 countries in the world by population, by natural resources, and what you have. Today, what we are faced with is that we have dragged ourselves not out of wickedness, please, out of ability. You must have an ability. For instance, I came here. The last time I came here was when Donald Overajo was the GM.
Okay.
And look at it. I've not seen any change. I'm here after so many years. No change. When Mercy Almona was Commissioner for Information, no change.
I'm sure
so,
that then we were not in this place.
No, what I'm saying is that more or less,
okay,
if you compare yourself to other states, we have not changed, we have not progressed. I pray we will. House, madam, every day in your house, as you are closing from work, you are buying one new thing to change it. You are putting one new curtain, you are putting one new carpet because you want to improve it.
Yeah.
Unless we have such a mindset in running and going into governance, we will have problem. Now, so the reason why I have decided to go straight for the governorship, I have rejected, and the records are there, 3 ministerial appointments in Nigeria. I've said I don't want to be a minister.
But you were a minister once upon a time.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Okay.
I've said I don't want to be a minister.
Again?
No, before.
Before you were minister for state, or that was after?
Before I was minister of state.
Yes.
And after I became a minister, I rejected 3 before I became a minister. And after I became a minister, including this one of my good friend, the president, I said I don't want to be a minister. I want to govern Delta. And no less, I was sitting down one day when my younger brother, Ovioma Gege, came to me. He said, "You are not a Nigerian." I don't know anybody who would have rejected 3 ministerial appointments as a black man. I said, yes, but that's what I want. I want to be a governor because I know I have a lot to offer. Okay. I know we can change the narratives. I know our children will be better. I know I will bring back our industry back. We have over 100 industry thriving that are internationally recognized worldwide. Today, we don't have 3 of them.
Okay.
That's
so
why I'm back.
Okay, so you're coming in to be governor to change
the narratives.
The narratives, that's what you think.
That's what I know.
What difference are you going to bring on to the people than what we have now?
Madam, my business, as
you
I
are
said,
talking to Deltas and listening and watching.
As I said to you,
yeah,
my business is to bring back what we have lost in the first 1 year and then go beyond that, because life has become scientific. If you take from Ogara to Saple, we have over 9 limited liability companies that did very well. The biggest mobile concern in the entire country this side of it was in Ogara Mobile. The biggest salt factory that soldiers and everybody used, sold to all the market, was in Ogara. The biggest shipping system that brought fish and brought life to us was in Ogara. Then you came to palm oil. Then you came to Limca. Then you came to Nokamoto's. Then you go to Top Feed. Then you go to flour mills. Then you go to... We had so much. Today, they are all gone. My first arrangement is to bring it back. Go to Asaba.
Do you think it will be easy for you?
It's easy, madam. There's one thing that caps it all.
Yeah.
You see, whatever you are doing here, life being what it is today, is viewed in South Africa, is viewed in Spain, is viewed in America, yeah, is viewed in London. Whatever you are doing here today, were you to take 10 naira from this economy and transfer it to your wife, your children, your uncle, and to your money dealers, everybody sees it. Nothing is hidden again. So if the people worldwide who have money to invest do not believe that the man that you are bringing in as your governor has character, nobody will invest in your economy. It goes without saying. When I was a minister, for your information, the dollar went for as low as 159 naira to $1. And then we were rated at the time as the biggest economy in Africa, yeah, and the world. Today, just 8 years of change, 7 years is going to be 8 years in May. 90% of those companies Jonathan and us brought together have all dissipated. They've run away. The dollar is now 800 and something to naira is now 800 and something to a dollar. So unless you bring a man with character, the country, the world, and the people saw Jonathan at that time as a man of character, as a man who could do it, as a man who allows a free flow economy to run its course. Today, what have we gotten? Nothing.
So do you think you are that man of character that we need in Delta State to change the economy and bring it back to life, as you're saying?
Madam, everybody in the world, including your governor, either past or present, they know Kenneth Gbagi is a difference. Because I truly don't need anything anymore in this world, if you want to ask me, to be very honest.
Okay.
Unless you have a behavior that have what we call self-discipline of what you require. You've not found me in anything wanting in the country. I've done no contract. I've taken no cover. I've benefited no cover from Okowa or from...
so that makes you a man of character.
No.
Okay,
I'm disciplined. Everything I own and I have a check. I have a copy of how I've seen every cover from inception till today. That's why you see it is difficult.
And you work for it.
I not only work, I slaved for it. Not only work. You put it, madam. The problem is that let us, including you journalists, go and search for people of character. Once
credibility.
Character encompasses everything that runs a state. A man who has character cannot be a thief. A man who has character cannot be a liar. A man who has character cannot inflate contract. A man who has character cannot be dubious. And character says it all. What we lack greatly today is that our people are less of character. I'm sorry to say.
No integrity. Okay, so that brings us to the question.
Integrity is a child of character.
Okay, let me ask you this question. As well, what you have been saying now, you were a former Minister of State for Education. Can you tell us your achievements in the time you were the minister?
Number one, your immediate understanding of my achievement is that, if you recall, you were here shouting that people were crying on your television station when late Rwanda Lukman of blessed memory now said he was going to transfer this petroleum university or college out of here because it was just a college at the time. What Obasanjo did, great man Obasanjo did, was to give 1 billion to the dual of Senator Brume and co to form a college. It was not a university yet. And then when that whole cry came about, suddenly I became a minister and minister for education. What I did immediately was to take a memo to council, and that memo was approved in less than 5 minutes. That's why you see this university here today, and nobody can remove it anymore by the grace of God, because I took memo to council and I did it. Just after that, I took another 12 university, 14 polytechnic, and 16 colleges of education to council. Now, because of the volume and quantum of money required, I got all the 12 university in place. Today, all this 12 university plus this one, 13 university, is my pride. I got it done. I abrogated WAEC. WAEC before now touched our children around to say they must have 9 credits or 8 credits in one sitting. What I did was to break it. I passed a new edict. WAEC, if you have 4 credits, take another 4. You can do 4 credits or 5 credits at a sitting, and you get to school. That's why you see multitudes of people are going to school today a lot easier than they went to school before. I established 8 girls' child colleges, secondary schools. Accidentally, you benefited one in this state, which is in Oginibo. And if you go there today, it's a huge boarding house. People have said all manner of things, but it's a huge success. Not only that, I created and I ran the Amajere program of the federal government. There are a number of things. You see, good things don't make noise. If you were to do one bad thing today, everybody will hear. But the records are that I came up at the time, and go back to your record, as the best serving minister of the Jonathan government. That was what we did. We quite contributed a lot of things. If you ask me, we did a lot of things. If only we had implemented my policy on the oil industry today, the entire South Side would have been liberated, because I had made up a policy that we should bring oil companies contiguous to their operations. If we can produce police to look after them in Abuja and look after them in Lagos, if we bring Chevron and everybody, instead of paying tax to Lagos, we bring them here. It's all by arrangement. Federal government has 60% of this product, and if we have 60%, it means we have controlling situation. So if we say all people working in Chevron, for instance, all their expertise and everybody should come here and bring a plane from Houston directly to take an international airport to come and work here, we will turn the economy around by 10-20%.
But that is part of your agenda.
Part of my agenda.
Okay.
I've already started talking to Shell. That's why I say character is key. They know me. Shell knew me, and then I have not been a beneficiary of their nonsense, if they call it that way. But Shell itself is a good company. It would have been unfortunate for you to allow Shell to leave. We will bring them back. Okay. There are a number of issues. There are a number of great companies, for instance, talking to me already from their US arrangement, from their American arrangement, from their European arrangement, to say, look, were you to come as governor, we have hope, we have character. I am the first black man in the world, just for you to know, who became an AKS member of Rotary. Over 16 to 20% of the wealth of this world is in the hands of Rotarians. So were I to emerge, that will bring Rotary and Rotarians to come and invest in this place because they have money.
Okay, thank you so much. We're speaking with Honorable Kenneth Gbagi, Delta State governorship candidate of the Social Democratic Party. And very quickly, our time is almost up. I'd like to ask you some few questions. I'd like you to answer them very quickly. Okay. Now, talking about character, I love that word character because it's everything, all encompassing. Okay, there was a particular case which was decided in your favor, and the case went viral. You know, many people still don't understand. So if you can quickly clarify to Deltans that it's just an allegation of what happened between you and the staff.
Oh, quickly, madam.
Yes.
That, you see, the issue of those staff is not the first. You were here in Warri when they said that I had lion in my house. Everybody started running helter-skelter. You were here in Warri when they said I don't pay salaries. You were here in Warri when, see, when it comes to political time, when it's getting to people who are...
But that was not politics time now. It was not political time.
It's a preparation. That was a very clever one. And then that matter has been laid to rest. The good thing is that the man who this current governor asked to do it, because he promised he was going to give him governor, the attorney general, has gone to church to say they forgive him. Nothing like that happened. I have 6 daughters. It is inhuman to think that way. But you see, people who think they can destroy people politically for the fear of it. Why did they say I have lion? Why did they say I strip girls naked? They didn't say I strip. They said I sent people to strip. So it's all nonsense.
We all saw the video. So is that video a makeup?
It's all fake. I mean, you know what video is all about. If the video, where was the video? My house, my office, my hotel.
Yes, was the hotel.
It's all nonsense. It's a lie. Those people were swimming. You saw all their panties. They all wearing the same kind of pant. If they were under tension or other problem, would they be wearing pants the same color of pants? They were swimming.
It was not in a pool. It was in the office, and like
no. What I'm saying to you, madam,
yourself,
people can swim. I swim, for instance, and I go from my pool to my house or to my hotel room. People do that. The question is that all that is a charade. The court, I never went to court. My lawyers went to court. It's all lies.
Okay.
But today, what has suddenly happened to all of those? Are those children who have those 10 million to give to the commissioner of police? Are they those children who have 10 million to pay radio houses, television houses, social media?
It's just all not true.
No, Deltans should be wiser. It's all rubbish. Look at the man. They killed that hotel. If I was not strong, they would have destroyed me further. Look at the Excel Hotel. We came up one day and saw somebody like witchcraft. They say, oh, there's a witchcraft, and the hotel shut down. Warri should learn to keep their own. If they did it to Shell, they did it to all the oil servicing company. Warri is becoming a charade of its own. Delta people are running away from Delta. Your child now is running away from Delta. It does not want to stay here. They should stop lying and messing people up. But the great thing is that my own is politically motivated, and the people that are behind it, which is Okowa in this particular case,
it was not a political time anyway, but you're saying it's a build-up preparation to the political time. Now that's when it happened. So
it's a build-up.
You already indicated your interest before now, and that's why all those things happened.
Between you and I, the governor from day one in 2015 knew I was going to take over from him, and we had that arrangement.
Okay. So you are an industrialist and you're investing heavily in Delta State. How do you hope to reduce the high rate of unemployment in the state?
Madam, let me give you are from which local government?
Oh, I'm from Bomadi.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I take Bomadi. I was with one great bishop. There's a great Ijaw bishop there, fantastic guy. Take Bomadi for instance. I will take 10% of, look at all those land going to Bomadi. I will take all those land, I get my youths, I'll employ them, pay them more than what you can pay civil servant to till the farm, to produce rice, to produce, and so for all local government, we just need to go back to industry and let the children believe in the state the way they did before elections
started.
Production.
That's good. Production. Okay, you've been going around the state campaigning. What's your response from Deltans?
Fantastic.
How are they responding?
Fantastic.
Really?
The people are aware. The people are tired. The people are pushed against the wall. That is my savior.
So what's your strategy to win this election?
By talking to the people. I don't want to tell them my strategy.
Are you going to the grassroots?
That's what I do every day. That's why I'm here. I never came here before. The last time I was here was during the military regime. Now I'm here. I'm moving around. I'm talking to the people. You can see my clips. I go to villages. I go to communities. I go to units. My people are moving. The church is moving. Everybody is moving in one direction because they are tired. They want to test somebody that has character. Character is the key word.
I love that, character. So Delta should look up to you for character.
Definitely.
For a change.
Definitely.
A man with character. I would love to ask you more questions on how, corruption and all of that.
Madam,
your character,
corruption,
people working with you.
Corruption.
How you hope to get back. Supposing you don't win, what happens?
Suppose I don't.
You don't win the election, what happens?
Madam, there's no way I will not win
no,
this election.
Supposing you don't win, what happens?
You don't take a supposition that is not real.
You must have a plan B in life.
No.
Supposing you get to the bridge and the bridge is not there, how do you cross over?
I can tell you, madam, there's no plan B. This is
you
a
don't
success.
have a plan B.
This is a success
so
story.
You just feel that success all the way.
It must come.
It must come.
By the grace
Whether
of God.
we like it or not, it must come.
No, by the grace of God.
By the grace of God, okay. I like that. I like that. So let's talk about plan B. Okay, thank you so much for coming and for giving us your time. I've been speaking with Honorable KENNETH Gbagi, Delta State governorship candidate of the Social Democratic Party, that's the SDP. We'll be seeing him more as campaigns go on, and of course the election is not too far from now. I want to wish you the best. Thank you.
The good thing is that bring all the candidates to come.
Of course, we're going to do that. We're going to bring all of you. We'll bring all of you together.
To come and tell Delta.
Yes, tell Delta
what they are, who they are,
yes,
what they can do. We cannot hide.
No, nobody's hiding.
Okay. Then.
Thank God that you're saying this now. So we're going to bring you and all of them together.
Yes.
To come and sit down and talk about it, debate. That people can see you and know you and what plans you have, and then they will see that your character that you're bringing to the fore. Thank you so much. Right, you're still on to Delta Rainbow Television. Shortly we'll bring you the media news. Please stay tuned.